Good day, viewers. You are welcome. Do you know that f of 1 plus cos x equals sin square x? F of x of it can be found. The domain of this f is a trigonometric, and we want to find the value of f of x. This is achievable. But before anything, pause this video, give it a try, and let's solve it step by step. Let's consider the solution. So the x here is a member of real number and it is continuous. So to do this, we are going to apply the substitution method. And before anything, note that the range of value of cos and the sine, they are given as for every cos x, so it has the range of value of -1, or let me just say it's a member of -1 comma 1 with a close interval, so same as sin x. And if I let t equals 1 plus cos x, what is now the domain of this t? It's very simple, as we can just say, since we have cos x, one of it is -1, 1 minus 1, it gives us 0. And also, if it is 1 plus 1, this gives us 2. So just as simple as the value of t. And after understanding this, let's try to make this lively by looking at how we can get f of x. So from the left hand side, we have now f of t, which equals sin square of x. How can we make this also in terms of t? Very simple. We recall from the basic identity, and suppose we have sin square x from sin square x plus cos square x. This gives us 1. Then if I try to make sin square x the subject of the formula, we have sin square x equals 1 minus cos square x. And again, let's say this is 1 squared, and we have difference of 2 squared here. This is 1 and this is cos. From difference of 2 squared, that is, if you have a squared minus b squared, this gives us a minus b multiplied by a plus b. So applying this one, we have 1 squared minus cos squared x. So this gives us 1 minus cos x multiplied by 1 plus cos x. So let's try to substitute above, and remember that sin square x, the whole of it is 1 minus cos x and 1 plus cos x. Therefore, for every f of t, this gives us 1 minus cos x and 1 plus cos x. But yet, this is not giving us what we want. But out of this, we have 1 plus cos x, which is t. Let's replace it as f of t equals t into bracket of 1 minus cos x. Makes sense? So what else can we do? We try to make sure that 1 minus cos x is also in terms of t. So it's very easy to achieve this, and let's see how we can get that. And to get that, remember we call t equals 1 plus cos x. But looking at this is 1 minus cos x. So let's say I want to get 1 minus cos x from this. So what I will do first is, suppose I multiply this with negative. We have minus t equals -1 minus cos x. Let me add 2 to both sides. So by adding 2 to both sides, we are going to have 2 minus t equals 2 minus 1 minus cos x. Then we have 2 minus t equals 2 minus 1, it gives us 1. Then minus, this is cos x. So make sense? It means we have gotten 1 minus cos x that we need. Therefore, we are going to substitute it back into what we have above as f of t equals t bracket, instead of 1 minus cos x, instead of 1 minus cos x above there, we are going to replace it with 2 minus t. So we have 2 minus t. So this is what we need, as we have gotten t, the f of 1 plus cos x in terms of t, but we need to get it in terms of x. So note that t is a member of real number, and so as x is a member of real number. We replace t here with x as we did above. So therefore we have f of x equals x into bracket of 2 minus x. So if we can't leave it in this form, and actually, so we can have our answer like this, or we try to expand this as f of x equals x multiplied by 2, that gives us 2x, then minus x multiplied by x, this gives us x squared. So this is another version of writing this, but from the domain we get above, I said that if you have t, it's just like x, so have a domain of 0, 2. But does it satisfy this? Actually, it is yes. It satisfies this because if we start plugging all this value, we are going to get a reasonable output together with input. So if this is 0 as x, we have f of 0 equals 0 minus 0, and this gives 0. And if we try to plug in 2 here, we are going to have f of 2 equals 2 times 2, and this gives us 4. Minus, again, we have 2 here, that is 2 squared, that is 4, right? So this is also 0. You see that the two things that we got, this is 0, 0. Both of them, they fall in between minus 1, comma 1. So which means this answer that we got is still correct. This is how to solve this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Never stop learning. Bye bye.